Good morning, everyone. This is Saturday, September 25th, 2021. It's 19 degrees Celsius out, and I'm up here by the airport, Halifax International Airport. And we are on a road trip to, what's that place called?
New Glasgow.
New Glasgow. I can never think of the name of that place. New Glasgow. We're on a road trip to New Glasgow today. And so we stopped at Tim Hortons here to get a coffee. And they were closed for the front, but you could drive through the drive-thru. So that's what we have at Tim Hortons at the airport. No in-service today. So we are on our way now. We're getting back on the 102, is it?
Yes.
102, yeah. 102, heading for Truro. And the three of us on this trip. My wife is over there driving. My son is back there. And I'm here. There you go. Try not to make you dizzy. And getting back on the exit here for the 102, heading for Truro. I'm not going to talk too much because just let you enjoy the road trip. Maybe I get my camera up a little more so you can see the road. Now this isn't going to be kept going all the way to New Glasgow because that would be silly. We'll just put it on where the important things are and turn it off in between. So I'll let it go a few more minutes and then we'll turn it off. I have another movie already stored on my phone, so I don't know how much space I'm going to have today. And I want to be able to complete this video so it won't go too long. We are coming up to Enfield. I'll keep it on until we go by the Irving big stop and then probably turn it off after that. There's supposed to be sun and clouds today, 30% chance of rain, which means we probably won't see any rain, but you never know. Could see a drop or two. I'm hoping it don't rain because I just washed the car yesterday. So if it rains, it'll be all for nothing. But it's always nice if you wash the car and it lasts for 2 or 3 days before you get some rain. But anyways, if it does, that's life, right?
Yep.
That's it. My wife's awful quiet. I gotta get her going here.
I'm concentrating on my driving.
She's concentrating on her driving. Let's see if she's concentrating. Looks like she is. Hi.
Hi.
Won't be long and I'll be rerouting this little piece of road. It'll be over there instead of here. So we're just going almost to go by the Irving big stop now. Back in my trucking days, I used to stop there fairly often when I was in this area. We got a high dash in this car. It's very hard to get your arm up high enough to escape the dash. See, the dash is right in the way most of the time. So, I guess most cars are like that now. They got a dash sticks way out there. think they build them that way so the airbags will be more in line with your body if you hit something, the airbags goes off. So anyway, we're past Enfield. There's not much to see here now before we get to Truro. So I'll turn it back on when we're coming into Truro and getting on the other highway for New Glasgow, which goes toward Cape Breton, all that. So, okay, see you shortly. All right, we're not too far from Truro now, so I'm just gonna let it roll till we get past Truro. You didn't miss much on this highway. It's just pavement and trees. That's pretty much it. I know I saw the sign. If you know Nova Scotia, look at that bike going. He must be. Well, we're doing 112. He must be doing about 150, 140, 150, maybe 145, yeah. Anyway, as I say, we just passed Brookfield not long ago, so we're fairly close to Truro. I didn't bother hooking my mic up for this because we're in the car and it's quite quiet in here. So I think you can probably hear me all right on my phone. We'll find out when I listen to it, but I'm pretty sure it's okay. A busy week this week making videos. I was out several days and did something. So I'm ahead a couple of days, and so this one here probably won't be out until Wednesday maybe. But I try to stay ahead because you never know, it might rain for 3 or 4 days in a row, and then I'm waiting for it to rain though because I want to get out and make a nice long walking rain video. I saw a whole bunch of those on that they made when they had that big rain down New York. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, long walking videos in the rain. They're pretty cool. Take your umbrella and walk around in the rain and make a video. So the first big rain we get, I want to be free to go do that. So we are now at the edge of Truro. I see some of the dealerships along this highway there, trucks and cars, some motels and stuff like that. So we're pretty much at Truro now. Truro Heights, 3 kilometers. See better. There's the service center just across the road. 2 exits, Truro. Google Maps says it's an hour and a half to wherever we're going.
New Glasgow.
New Glasgow. I don't know what's so hard about that word. I can't say it half the time. I don't know.
Let's go to New Brunswick instead.
No, thanks. Too much COVID in New Brunswick. I don't want to go up there. They're getting swamped. They're getting swamped with the COVID variant. In New Brunswick now, we got a lot of anti-maskers up there. And people that haven't had their vaccine yet. And it's catching up with them because it's going crazy in New Brunswick. They went back to, I think they're, what, stage 1 or 2 now or something?
No, they just went to emergency mandatory mask.
Yeah. But they went back a stage or 2 anyways.
They have to be in their only family bubbles.
Yeah. I got to give Nova Scotia credit. They stayed right with it and kept our cases down. Now they are picking up a little bit, but there's still people getting vaccinated. So the more and more that steps up and get vaccinated, the better it'll be for everybody. Oh, this bridge is bumpy. Didn't mean to make you dizzy there. The bumpy bridge. Maybe the gimbal took the bumps out of it, we'll hope. And we're almost to our exit. Amherst and New Brunswick is to the left, and Truro, Cape Breton is to the right. New Glasgow, I said it that time. I don't know, that's a hard name to... Certain names, I get stuck on them. I can't seem to pull them out. Other names are easy. I got a neighbor. I have a hard job thinking of his name, too, when I want to say it. But it's getting better. I'm getting more used to it. I can usually say it now. Hard to teach old dogs new tricks, isn't it?
Yep.
Very hard. Your phone lit up. My phone lit up. My phone. Oh, that one down in there. That lit up. Whoops. Didn't mean to make you dizzy. Sorry. Let me see if I can correct my screen a little bit. A little bit. That's pretty good. So now we are on 102, is it?
104.
104. We're on Highway 104. Highway 104 that goes to Cape Breton. We're not going quite to Cape Breton today. We're going to New Glasgow. Nice little town. We'll try to show you a little bit of the town on that last end of this video, okay? We'll show it a ways here, and then we'll turn it off, and then we'll turn it back on down that area and show you the town of New Glasgow. Probably not in depth like I would if I lived there, but we'll show you some of it. And this is our road trip. I think we got one more planned before the season's over. And then that'll be it. We won't be going anywhere through the winter. We don't travel anywhere in the wintertime because weather's unpredictable and you never know when you're going to get a big snowstorm or something and get stranded or run off the road trying to get home. So wintertime we play safe and stick around. they call that holiday down here? We call it Family Day in Ontario. What do they
That's
call
what
it?
it's called here too.
Isn't it? I thought it had another name.
I know it's called Family Day.
I thought they gave it a new name. It used to be Family Day. Family Day. Now it's called something else.
Oh,
Oh,
I know.
okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, you know what I mean anyway. It's like the extra little day they put in there. It's a federal holiday, so your employer may or may not give it to you. Sorry. When I'm gagging on I have a drink of coffee. I haven't had enough coffee yet. Ah, there, that's better. Ah. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. When they brought in Family Day in Ontario, it was the same thing. Everybody knew, are we going to get the holiday? Are we not going to get it? Or whatever. Any place that was unionized, they got the holiday. So, our company worked out of Sealy. I didn't work for Sealy, but we worked with Sealy. They had some trucks, but they didn't have enough to do all the work, so we were contracted there. My trucks, I left it right at Sealy. I did mostly Sealy work with my truck. And so, when the new holiday came in, Sealy shut down for the holiday, so we naturally got it too, and my boss was generous and paid us for it as well. They didn't have to, but they did, so it became every year now at Family Day you got a paid holiday. So that was good. We got lots of time off at Christmas because the Sealy guys, they had like 4 or 5 days off at Christmas, and that's how they did Christmas at Sealy. But we had other contracts too, so usually if I had 3 days off, that was about it, and I'd find something to do for a day or so while waiting to get back into Sealy, and maybe one day and something like that. Find something for me to do, which that was fine with me. So 3 days off is quite a bit. That's plenty. My wife might disagree. She might think 4 or 5 would be better.
No.
No, 3's enough.
3's too many.
3's too many, yeah. My wife's got a nice shirt on there. If I could see it, I'd show you the lettering on it, but I can't read it while she's driving. Maybe when she's standing up, if I can get a shot of her t-shirt, I'll share that with you. I got my guitar t-shirt on today. I'll show you this one. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. But I'll turn it around anyway. I'm doing some advertising for Fender. Okay, that's my Fender t-shirt. I know you're supposed to be able to switch these back and forth without turning it around, but I haven't gotten onto that because every time I try to do that, something goes wrong, and it don't work that well. So I did what you're supposed to. You're supposed to be able to squeeze the trigger 3 times, and it'll point backwards. But I didn't want to risk it because I think it's the speed you do it at. You gotta have just like the right speed, like click, click, click. Not real fast, not real slow. You'll hold it too long, you'll end up doing something else with your button. So I didn't want to chance it. So I just turned it around. Same effect. Right, Sean? Sure. My son back there, he knows everything about electronics, phones and computers and these gimbals, and he would do it the way it's supposed to be done, but I don't trust myself to do it that way, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way, just turned around.
You gonna run that all the way down?
Now it is. I just found out my phone wasn't recording. I was showing the stuff and talking, and it wasn't even on. But all right, I turned my phone back on. I got a different phone here. The other one's full. So this one you'll probably see a little different in the sound, but it's a newer phone, so it probably a little sharper picture and maybe a better sound on the microphone. So here we are. We're almost to New Glasgow. We're still on the highway, but I'd say another 5-6 minutes maybe, and we'll be coming into New Glasgow. So I'll try to get away from that mirror there. That camera, that's getting in the way. So I'll hold my phone right up here so you can see good. And I'll try to stay focused so I don't wander all over the place here. There we go. All right. Well, New Glasgow's not a super big place, but it's a nice little town. It's got everything there. A lot of fast food places, a Walmart, a plaza or two. It's got pretty well everything you need. I don't know what it's like to live in New Glasgow. I've never lived there. A long time ago, one job I had, I used to come down to New Glasgow about once every couple of weeks. When I was in the scrap metal business, we used to come down to this guy's place in New Glasgow, and we put on about a full trailer of scrap metals there. Sometimes we'd fill it and have to go back and get a second trailer because he's had so much stuff. But that was a long time ago. That was back in the maybe I guess it was around 1990, wasn't it?
No.
Because when I left there, I went to Fast Tracks, and I got hurt when I was working at Fast Tracks, and that was in 91. So when I worked at the scrapyard, that was about 1990. Yeah.
About 89.
Could have been 89 and 90. Yeah, it probably was 89 and maybe part of 90. Because I went to Fast Tracks in the summer, in about June, I think, something like that. And the scrap metal yard went bankrupt, and they shut down. It used to be called Maritime Recycling, and then before that it was Abe Levine's scrap metal, which a lot of people that live around here would remember those days of Abe Levine. He had a scrapyard for years, one in St. John and one in Fredericton, one in Moncton. In fact, I worked for that scrapyard, and we traveled around all those warehouses. And there was one in Halifax. It was in the old Maritime Plastic Building on Bloomfield. Now there's a condo building up there where we used to go. And so that was 89 and part of 90 that I used to come down this way picking up scrap metal. So a lot of things have changed since those years. I gradually got easier, cleaner jobs, softer jobs. Made it through to retirement. Now I'm just doing this. Nothing to do with my time, except make videos. I hope you're enjoying this little trip to New Glasgow. I wanted to squeeze this in before we can't travel anywhere anymore. You never know. We got a trip planned for New Brunswick, but we don't know yet because how the virus is going, if we'll be able to go or not. Right now we're planning on going. We are just coming into New Glasgow.
You doing New Glasgow now or after?
Might as well.
Yeah, we'll just look around New Glasgow, yeah. it don't matter.
Going into New Glasgow.
We're going to do a little bit of driving around New Glasgow just to finish this video off. I've got 11 minutes, no, I got 8 or 9 minutes in on this video. We're trying to, the whole thing might only be about a half an hour long, a little bit more, maybe 40 minutes, we'll see. But I know I got lots of space on this phone because I haven't done much with it. See if I can just level this up a little bit. A little there, that helps a little bit. All right, so Westville is out that way, and downtown goes this way, I guess. And if you keep on going on the highway, you'll go to Cape Breton. Maybe next summer. We didn't get to do it this year, but I want to go next summer. We've never taken a road trip down to Cape Breton, and that's my goal. Next summer, we'll drive to Sydney, stay overnight one night, and come back the next day. And I can make a nice video of that. But it won't be this year because it's too late in the year now, too late in the season. One of my viewers wanted to know if I'd be going down to Cape Breton, the Cabot Trail. And I said I was thinking about it earlier, but we didn't do it this year. Probably due to COVID, you couldn't go anywhere most of the time. And if you did, you had to plan ahead and all this stuff and register. So it just wasn't worth the bother going too far. But maybe next year. Maybe we're hoping next summer we'll get to do that. I won't forget, I promise. I will still keep that in my mind for next summer. I got 7 minutes on the new phone. 7 minutes 20 seconds on the new phone here. This phone is really nice for videos because it's sharper. I got the other one set on 4K too, but this one, because it's new, it's got better technology, I guess it's sharper. And the voice is, I find a little more quality to the voice. One night I was doing a video and my other phone got full, and I switched over and put this one on my gimbal. And when we played them back, even though I didn't even use my microphone, this one sounded better. It was even better than my other phone with the microphone plugged in. The big advantage with the microphone is just keep wind out of it when you're walking around. If it's really windy, you can't make a video if all you got is your phone mic. You're just impossible. It can't be done. So if you got a microphone, you can stick it on your shirt lapel and just kind of put your jacket over it a little bit, and it can still pick you up, and you can still keep going even though the wind's blowing. There's DQ. We've been in there before, haven't we?
Not that I know of.
I thought we went there and got ice cream when we come down here last year.
We didn't come down this far. Where am I going from here, people?
To the left.
Sean's guiding you. He's our pilot.
'Cause I've never come through New Glasgow.
If Sean's the pilot, she must be the commander.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, they got a digital screen on that one now over there. Look at that. I just saw it change pictures. There it goes. Cool. That's what Halifax needs downtown. Digital screens on the storefronts and on sides and stuff, like brighten up the Barrington Street. They do like to do in New York. You have to agree to a certain size digital sign before you can open up a store on Broadway. And that's why they got all those big digital signs, because that's part of the deal. If you're going to have a store there, you have to put up a big digital sign. We should have that downtown to Halifax. You wouldn't have to go that big, but Everybody has to have a digital sign on their store. Wouldn't that be cool? We'd be all brightly lit then. I'm in favor of that. I don't know about the storekeepers. They're probably not in favor of that, but
We're going like right.
our
Lights.
our pilot in the back seat there, he's really good at this. He watches
Towns across the bridge.
he watches his Google Maps and he can guide us all around no matter where we are. We just listen to him and he'll guide us around. Oh, I see they got a Greco here. So, I don't know a whole lot about this city or town, but we'll show you it anyways. Most of the street signs, I get by them before I get a chance to read them, so I'll just let you see the town and make of it what you want. Nice bridge right here with a, looks like a lion. Is that a lion up there on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, when you get across the bridge, not this light, the second light, they're one-way streets. You have to go right and then come back. You have to come up the other street.
Oh yeah, around the block. One-way streets. If I can get a sign, I'll tell you where I am.
So go right here.
I'm just crossing the train tracks. I'm right downtown, New Glasgow.
Right, turning lane, mother.
And I'm at
Too many things to try to think of.
Provost Street. That's where I am, Provost. Which looks like it might be the main street
Yeah,
downtown.
this is the main downtown.
Provost is the main downtown street in New Glasgow. So there you go, a little bit of information on that. And now we're going right through the downtown. The heart of downtown New Glasgow. This is it right here. Well, it's a decent size downtown. Some nice architecture here. Some of these old buildings, look at this. Eh? Nice, beautiful architecture. Nice building. And there's another nice old building right over there. I find Nova Scotia's got a lot of stone type buildings. So there's a store back there, The Art of Divination. That must be like water diviners. You can find water in the ground for you. It is an art. Not everybody can do it. Some people can do it, and some people can learn to do it. And some people will never be any good at it. I think I'd be in that camp. But
I have to drive down through here in a truck all the time.
a 53-footer on, this might be a little tight, mightn't it?
Even with my truck,
Yeah.
it'd be a little tight.
Yeah, you got cars parked on both sides. That's why it's one-way street.
And then the other half's on the other street.
Well, oh yeah, you go around the block and there's another
Right
half.
there.
There's another half to this. This one is called Archimedes. That's it, Archimedes. Archimedes Street. Not as busy as the other one, the Provost. Provost was the main street, and then this goes back parallel to Provost. It's called Archimedes. Oh, look at the murals on that. I love murals. I can't resist looking at them when I see murals on both. Look, there's some more right there. I love murals on buildings. You like murals?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think most people kind of like that. Big furniture store right there. Furniture and appliances. J.R. Rahy. R-A-H-E-Y. Rahy, maybe. I'm not good at sounding out some of these
Or
things.
it just pronounces Ray.
Ray. J.H. Ray. Whatever it is. Okay. Anyway, it's a furniture store. And there's a bell. Almost missed that. So you can see New Glasgow is a good sized town. It might even be a city. I don't know.
Now, which way do I go?
Well, you can't go left yet.
Nope, straight through. Are you lost?
No, I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, So the first thing you come to, that looks like you have a washroom.
Wrong lane.
Right or left?
Right. Or left, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, you said right.
Sorry. Left.
That's why I didn't come over here, because you kept saying right. So
Well, you
I'm
could go
like,
right.
all I know is I got a key.
All right. So first place you see, whip her over.
You'll have to go back across the bridge, I imagine.
Yes.
I'll keep my eyes open for a Tim Hortons or something like that. I'll keep my eyes open for a coffee time. Coffee time is no more. They were a big chain in Ontario. But I think they're all closed down now. I don't think we ever had it down here. They were a big chain, but Tim Hortons squeezed them out. There was a coffee time I used to stop at on Weston Road, just a little bit north of the 401. Go up on Weston Road. And it was there for years. Great spot too. You could pull a truck over on the side and go in and get a coffee. And Tim Hortons was really getting aggressive in trying to get rid of the competition. And they opened up a Tim Hortons right across the road from the coffee time. It tried to hold on. In fact, I went in there a few times after Tim Hortons was open, and there'd be nobody there. Just no business. It was all going over to Tim Hortons. They might have held on a couple of months, and first thing I know, the place closed. And they used it for a car dealership, I guess. Last time I saw it, they're selling cars out of there, and coffee time was long gone. So I don't think there's a coffee time anywhere now in Ontario. And they used to have Dunkin' Donuts up there too, long time ago.
I don't know where I'm going.
Back the way you came.
Sean will tell you if you're not going. Red light, though.
Red light's for straight through, dear.
Oh, there's one this way too, I think.
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. DQ don't look open, so I wouldn't count on that one. I believe there's a Tim Hortons up here on the left, isn't there?
There is, right here.
Yeah. See, I remembered that from before. Sean and I stopped into that Tim Hortons, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah, we stopped in there. So that's pretty much a look around New Glasgow. We're going to stop here at Tim Hortons, and I'm going to end this video now. So I hope you like this little cruise, this road trip down here and the drive around New Glasgow. If you like this video, push like. And if you're not yet a subscriber, push subscribe. That'll be wonderful. And until next time, bye for now.